Hey guys, just coming at you with another how-to on some of these generators. Throwing the code 36 on a brand new trailer. This is a 2022 Attitude 3322 that we're going through PDI. And again, I'm having the Onan code 36, where it's basically saying no fuel. So what I can do is the way I'm checking this is I prime the generator. Once I prime it, I will open this bowl here, and as you can see, no fuel coming out of there, so there is a clog in the carburetor. I've already taken this carburetor off one time today, and I've already cleaned out some debris that was inside of there. So I've already replaced the crimp connection that was in here with the hose clamp. We're going to take this hose off and see if we still have fuel flowing through the pump. I've taken the fuel line out of the carburetor and I've set it inside a bucket to see if we do have any fuel coming out. I'm going to go ahead and prime it. You see that big chunk that just fell out of there? That's part of the fuel filter mechanism. I'm going to run this a little bit longer because I said I already took it apart once. I don't feel like doing this again. Alright, so there is the chunk that flew out of the hose when I primed the pump into the can. This is the stuff that they use to seal up the fuel filter before they install it onto the pump. This is the second generator that I've had do this, so that's what that stuff is. Alright, so I'm not going to take the carburetor off again. The only thing I did, because I already know what the problem is, I screwed the bolt from the bottom of the carb, and you can see the orange pieces in there, which gives me the confirmation that indeed it is clogged up again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the float, and you see this pin right here, you got to just pull it straight out. Might need a pair of needle noses to get in there to pull that out. So I'm going to do that next and show you what the next step is. Okay, I have nothing on the needle for the float, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is right in there I'm going to stick a air hose in there. We're going to blow out to see if anything comes out of the inlet. See a little bit of stuff that's coming out. You can see it right there. So let's try this again. And then we'll go ahead and go from the other end and see if we got anything going in. And whatever it was, we're clog free now. I hit it again, and there it is. That's what was clogging it, not letting any fuel get in there. So we're going to go ahead and put it back together. The one thing you're going to make sure you clean everything out from the bowl. On the bottom of the bowl, you'll see right there is a washer. That's very important that washer stays in there. Otherwise, it's not going to seal properly and your generator is not going to run. But we're going to go ahead and clean this bowl out and get everything installed. The final check now to put everything back together. We're going to take a quick peek right here to see if we got any fuel coming out of the bowl, which we do. So that means this one is good to go. Hopefully we don't have to do this again. Just depends on how much of this junk's in there. Here's another piece that I found while I was putting it back together. And there she is, folks, purring like she was a couple hours ago. How many hours does this generator have on it? 1.4. It's a brand new trailer, folks, so hopefully this will help some of you guys out instead of having to leave your camper at a dealership for a few days or weeks or whatever it is right now. I know everything's crazy right now. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, but if it's something you guys can do with 15 minutes of your time and not have to worry about spending money on another carburetor, this is the way to do it, folks. Alright, picking everything up for the evening, and generator still purring along. Had all the ACs running and everything in here. We are now at 4.3 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that we've successfully cleaned out the generator. Right on.